Hey, it's day 75 of 100 days of marketing fun. And I don't know if I'm ever going to quit because it seemed like every day something's happening and it's just so fun to talk about. So let's talk about it. Yes. So I think on TikTok, within 24 hours, yesterday's video had over 2,100 views. Okay. And so one of the feedback was one of the guys said, get to the point, right? Of course, right? Because this generation wants everything. The microwave ain't fast enough for them. But I like to preface what I have to say, and I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it. You don't want to listen? Just keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. But the real thing that I want to talk to you about is that another comment was that it's so basic that everybody knows it. And so my thing is, if it's so basic, then why the hell... Well, that's not what I said. I said, why aren't you using it if it's so basic? If it's so basic, then how come every time we go to your business, this is the main thing that you're struggling with, is that you don't have a line in the sand that says, this is who I'm for and this is who I'm not for, right? So just so I'm clear, I'm not for you. So that when you watching day 75, still coming to get tips because you know that I'm the baddest chick on the planet, know that I'm not for you. I'm not for you. And here's the reason why. It ain't like I don't know super advanced stuff. So we got another piece of feedback from a podcast that I'm involved in that said, oh my gosh, like who's that for? Like you guys are talking about basic 101 stuff. Yeah, you know why? You know why? Because literally over the last 3 weeks, I've talked to 16 entrepreneurs, all of them 6 figures. Okay. All of them on their way. The lowest one is making 60,000, but it's all on residual. So every single month it's billing. She really don't have to touch it. Okay. But they have these fantastic business models, these extravagant business models with all these things that they have to fix, right? And it's all over the place because they forgot the fundamentals. They forgot that start with one thing, add it. Make sure that that one's perfected before you start adding things, before you start adding friction to people being able to work with you. So all this, let's pretend to be big. Let's pretend to act like we've got all this going on, right? So that when people see us, it's like, would they think that we're big? No, they know that you're not big. They know that you're not. So you ain't fooling nobody. Nobody, right? Keith Sweat says, nobody. You're not fooling nobody by pretending that you're bigger. Why not just be the size that you are? Do you know what happens? You know how you beat AI every single day? Using your brain. It's not smarter than you. It doesn't know the things that you know about the person. It doesn't know the things that you know about your business. Well, unless you built the business all on AI. So I just giggle on day 75 of, yeah, I could give you really intricate marketing funnels. You know, one of my first one that I won, I was included in the holiday marketing book that Dan Kennedy and Bill Glazer created, right? They had every step that I used in my marketing funnel. I think it was 46 steps. So I can make it as intricate as you want it to. And that, by the way, was before the internet. It was some emails in there, but it was before landing pages and all these fantastic things that y'all doing now. I had 46 steps that we had to do manually. Yeah. So I can be as intricate as you need me to be. Here's the challenge. You don't need to be it in your business. Sometimes you just need to pick up the phone when they call and answer their questions. And you'd have 10 times more sales. You'd get there faster, quicker, just amazing. Like I have talked to amazing businesses, you know, one that's almost at 700,000, like she's a rock star. One that's over 1 million, who's like, hey, Richelle, you know, how do I get to 2? How do I get to 5? And it's like, okay, we just need to tweak these things. You trying to do 10 different things? No, here's the 3 things you get to do over this quarter. Right? Simplify to multiply. And then here's the last thing that I want you to do, that I want to make sure that you do, is make sure that the way that you sell is the way that your ideal client wants to buy. Hear me when I say that. Make sure that the way that you sell is the way that your ideal client likes to buy. So I always get somebody who, trying to put internet marketing principles on top of a business that's not really what it's for. It's like you get far more, like it's way easier. If it takes 17 steps to sell a free ebook or to book an appointment, I want you to think about what happens when you go out to an event and people come over to talk to you, how quickly you can fill your calendar and book appointments. So unless you can't go out your house, unless you can't drive somewhere, don't spend the entire time that you have doing business just on the internet. Even our good friend Russell Brunson said, the first thing you need to do is take them from online and get them offline. Make sure you can talk to them in another way. That's not where they can hide behind the internet. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Day 75 was the Richelle rant. Those are always fun now and then. I love y'all for free. Let's go make some money today, right? And stop focusing on, I have to fit it into this model, because that's not what works. That's not what works. It's not what works. What works is when you use the internet to support your offline efforts. When you use the internet, if you don't have money, right? Like if you've got just a ton of money to burn that you can go make things perfect, then yeah. So 3 people I talked to had this internet webinar strategy. I said, okay, so how are you going to get people to the webinar without a webinar budget? They had $300. Yeah, no, that that's not going to work. You're going to need a little more than $300 to have a full one, so that you can now make what your goal is. Yeah. Okay. So let's go make some money, so then we can come back and really roll the hell out that webinar strategy. Oi, 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 right? It's small steps, so that bigger steps, so that you could have the business that you want. All right, y'all. I love you for free. I'll see you tomorrow for day 76. Let's go crush it, right? But go and look at your business model and make sure it's the right one. Make sure it's the right one. Don't just leave gold on the table. Like I said to my client yesterday, like, you have a gold mine. Do you not see this amazing gold mine? She's like, nah. I'm like, well, you have one. Here, let me show you. And so we